Hello everybody, welcome back to Factorio episode 9, and today we have some concerns we need to address. We look at our map. We need to take a look at what's going on over here, where our copper supply is. If you remember, we put this in last week, or last episode. We've got a few that run out already, which is fine, but also you can see this lush green forest is no more. And the reason for that is that our little friends to the north have been down here and been attacking us, and we've been toasting them quite nicely. Also, down in the south, we've had some attacks here as well. And we're currently also, as I speak, getting attacked up the north by this guy, all by himself. Now he's... oh, actually there's two there. But these two are going to be through that wall soon. And once they're through that wall, they're going to come down here and they're going to attack. So I think the first thing we need to do is get there and put an end to that quite quickly and crush that rebellion. So we will fly up here fast, put an end to their little shenanigans. There you go. You can see they're sitting there nicely. Just kill them. Very quick and easy to kill them, but frustratingly, we've got damage there now. So what we'll do, we'll just quickly repair this. And we can see that there's nothing for it now. We're at war.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Now, I'm just going to build a quick couple of gun turrets to put here, just to keep us occupied, or keep these guys occupied if they come back. We don't want them around to cause us any more problems, so we'll just pop one there, and we'll pop the other one next to it once we can. We'll just pop that one here, just to keep us going. There we go. Right, that's our northern border covered temporarily. So today, because we're now at war, we've had to prepare. And as they say, we don't want to fight, but when you prepare for peace, you need to prepare for war. So to that end, since the last episode, I've been gathering my components together to build our new tank. We knew it was coming. We knew it had to be done. So here we are. We'll get our tank building. We've got ourselves some cannon shells. We've got nearly 100. Look at that. I built myself a little factory here. Just a little temporary set up until we get coal on this belt coming in. This is just temporary. I've been throwing the stuff in there manually myself. I think we'll be okay for the moment with 99 shells. That should be fine. Right, that tank is built. Let's pop our tank down. As you can see, our lovely tank. Got two big gun barrels, a little plough on the front. It's going to need some ammunition, which is our cannon shells. We can put some guns in there like that as well. We'll pop some in there to keep them extra. And also, we're not going to need to flamethrower ourselves. We'll put the flame tank turrets in there, or flame ammunition in there as well. Okay. We need fuel, and we've got coal there. Let's just grab some coal. Not the ideal fuel for it, but we'll find something else later if we need to. Excellent. Right. Let's grab a couple more rounds of ammunition. So we are not going to do anything with this tank except go out and basically kill everything. Oh, there we go. We've completed depleting a mining patch. I suspect that will be our stone. That's the reason we've got this tank. Look at it, we can actually turn it on its axis as well. That's really good, I like that. Now this tank's a problem. If we hit things, it's going to destroy them. So we've got to watch out. Okay, yeah, that's our stone. Completely gone. Now that we've got no stone, these walls here are the last ones we're making. There's no bricks getting made. There's no nothing getting made that's stone related. So today we are going to clear ourselves a patch. Right, this tank's part of the reason I built roads, so that we knew we'd be a bit safer driving and stuff. We're not going to take the train, we're actually going to drive down there ourselves. Just want to show you where we're going. We're going to go down here first of all, get this base out of the way, and build our train line. We'll probably take these guys as well, and these two here. So we shouldn't be too long, but we'll be quite quick at getting through this. Sorry, just taking a sip of tea. Can't go to war without tea. It's the law. We know that. And also, trees aren't an obstacle for us anymore. Nothing's really an obstacle for this tank. It will stop when it hits a wall. That's probably about all it will do. We are going to have to get through this wall as well. Let's just line ourselves up on these tracks. We're probably really risking it going through here like this, but look at that. Oh, it didn't stop. It didn't stop for the wall. Okay, well, we don't have any spare tank walls or walls for anything. Can we build any more of those? Yes, we can. We'll just build some more of those while we're in the way. And let's go. Right. Tank controls, same as a car. Exactly the same. It's a little slower, obviously, because it's a big, heavy tank, but it's also going to be a lot easier to control. I say control, I mean blow stuff up. So we're just going to target their little bases for the moment. They do slow us down if we hit them, which is annoying. But as you can see, our health is very strong. Let's kill these bastards here. There you go. Right, one tank base out of the way. Tank base? Biter base, that's what I mean. One biter base gone. Right, next. Let's go do this little one over here. I just think while we're here, we should try and get rid of all of them. Not sure what happened there. Lost my controls for a second. Ooh, we need to get away. We're about to get killed. Right, let's just stop there. We've got one still chasing us. We'll just shoot him. There we go. Right. I don't know what happened there. I had a bit of a control issue, and as I'm driving, nothing was happening, just going forwards. Not entirely sure why that was. Okay, that's the other thing about the tank, is when you get any damage, it's actually a little more costly to repair it. So I think we'll just throw a couple more of these repair packs in. I actually have the repair packs being made in a factory at the moment. The reason for that is for our flying bots later on. We're going to want some there. And the reason we want them there is because we're going to want them for repairing our factory later. There we go, we'll just drive into their stuff and kill it. Okay. Base number 2. Right, we'll select our main gun again. We'll go down to base number 3 that's near our oil patch. And we don't stop for trees no more. We'll just go straight through here. But we don't actually really need to stop for anything. Just target their bases and these guys will be eliminated as part of it all. Oh, some here too. I didn't see these ones. Well, in for a penny and all that. Get that machine gun going. There we go. Right, they're gone. Let's just make sure these guys up here are gone as well. Don't want anything expanding later on, or having any reason to expand. Oh, large worms, medium worms. Small worms. Bloody hell, there's worms everywhere today. Alright, okay. We are going to take you out, son. Whether you like it or not. There you go. See you later. Okay, one more base down this side. Ah, we've got some over near the oil as well. I think we'll get over to the oil and take these ones out first. Let's just do some repairs quickly. Okay, what do I want to do? Oh look, there's only a few here. Should be fairly easy. Yeah, one hit for the worms for the tank shells, 2 shells for the base. Lovely. And then just machine gun for the rest of them. This is the beauty of investing all that time and research into the technology for weapons. So it obviously makes the bullets a lot stronger, a lot more powerful, makes it much, much better for killing. Very good investment. Right, let's get back over to these ones. Bit more density this base, so we should just get straight past and kill a few of these on our first run. It's not too bad. Ooh, quite a lot of following at the moment. We're actually out of tank shells. Well, that's not good, is it? We've actually spent all our ammunition. So these blue ones are harder to kill. There's a lot more of those. So we've gone through 100 cannon shells already just to destroy this base. All these bases so far. That's quite a lot. But it's not the end of the world. We will get back down here and destroy the rest of these. And that should all be pretty much done in that base. Okay, there's a few left, nothing serious. Nothing we can't just plough through and destroy ourselves. And these guys down here aren't so bad, so we'll just run over these. They really don't like us. Yep, that's them gone. Right, excellent. I think we can consider that a victory. A small victory, a temporary victory, but I'll take that. So that means we've got a couple more bases we need to go and do. But I think for the moment we will get this stone back to our base because we need that. Oh, and there is that little worm, and I am going to bloody burn him out this time as well. Where is he? He's behind us. There he is there. That little douchebag, we were trying to kill him earlier. But I think we're going to burn him out. Enjoy. There you go. It's toasted. So this flamethrower works better than the portal one because it actually just gets rid of the trees, deletes them essentially. Much nicer. Right, there's our trees. Let's get through here and clean some more of these out. I think we'll probably come in and use grenades on these. Actually, we can do it ourselves here. No? Lovely. There we go. Right. That is our first offensive complete. Now we need to get back here. Drop our tank off. Make sure we've got no trains coming around here. Just get back up here quickly onto this road. And I think the copper train's stuck there now because it can't unload anymore. So that's fine. That's not an issue. I might extend this road across here at some point as well. Okay, so tank-wise, you've got to be careful when you drive this thing because it gets some speed up, and once it's speeded up, bit of a bugger to slow down. And the brakes aren't great on it. So I always like to leave the tank in a place where I know it's going to be for next time. So if I need to jump in it, I can always rush back there and get it rather than go running around the map trying to find the bloody thing. Okay, we're going to chuck this coal into here. Because then it can make more plastic bars for this. And this is going to need some steel. And we'll just let it go along, and that will create some more tank shells for us for later if we need them. We are going to obviously get coal in here, which will do all of that for us later. And that will essentially turn it into an automated process. Grab those. And what have we got in here? I think we've got everything we're going to need. Have we got enough to build a new station? We're going to need 2 stations, aren't we? We need one for oil and one for stone. Stone one is going to be our first one we're going to want to build. So we haven't got enough steel plates for that, but thankfully we've got a ton of them there. 1 station. 2 stations. We're going to need 2 engines as well. 1, 2. Obviously we want stuff going to and from. Okay, so last episode I actually put this track in here. This is going to be the coal drop off, and we're going to use this one here as the stone drop off, and we'll move our building train onto another track somewhere else. So essentially we'll have these belts here at the top. One will be coal, one will be stone, and that will fix our issues, I hope. Maybe we'll build another one just up here for our train. We'll figure that out either way. And priority at the moment is to get that stone on the track, because without that we are pretty much cattle trucked, I guess. So we'll get around here, build this up. Except we can't, because we didn't build that little loop there for the track. Okay, right. Let's get out of here. We've got to build these signals out of the way. Essentially, we've got to build the whole track out of the way now as well. Move all of this. There is something else we could do here. I think maybe I'll give that a try. I will come back to you in a minute once I've had a little experiment with this. Might be something else we could do. Okay. I built something. Not entirely sure what it is I built. I guess it's the nearest you'll get to a roundabout, which... if you're from the UK, you'll know what that is. If you're from America, I don't know if you guys have roundabouts. I think your roads are too big and too well organised to have proper roundabouts. But anyway, so there we go. We go around it, and the beauty of this is I think this will allow us, or all the other trains also, to use this as a route to turn around and theoretically come back on themselves if they need to. So we'll get past this signal. And that should allow the signals to be green on that track and other trains to go around it, I hope. We'll see what happens with that. But either way, are we now on the right track? Yes, we are. We're on the south track, southward, aren't we? Yes, good. And if I could build the track straight, I'd do it properly, but I can't for some reason, because I'm a bit of an idiot. There we go. How far down do we want this to be? We want it all the way essentially to the stone, don't we? Oh, I wish we had drones. I can't do that. I have to get out and mine that manually. Not the end of the world. Put a track on there while we're here. Let's get back in there and we'll keep going. And we will just do this as a straight track through, and then we'll build the little junction off of it for the stone, which is over there to the left. Okay, right, so that's that bit done. And obviously we want to build the track back up as well, which we'll just quickly do that now. I'll whiz through this so you guys don't have to watch me keep repeatedly build tracks all the time. There we go. Right, so tracks are in. What I've done is just quickly put a little track off the main one across here to the stone supply. And I've set the signals up in such a way that this train on this track gets priority going across here. So any trains coming back up this way, they will have to stop if there's a train on this track here. And the reason for that is it gets this one out of the way and off quickly to do its thing. So these trains here won't crash into it. And then this track here is left empty for any other trains coming this way. So it just gives it a little bit of a prioritization. So let's get around here and we can put the track in here for the station. Where are we going to put this station? Let's jump out of here quickly. Where do we want this? Oh, just built myself a new station. We don't need it. Never mind, we'll use that in a minute for something else. So we'll put the station down about there, should do. Doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Okay, and we'll colour code this for the station. We want it to be grey for stone. So that's close enough. And we'll rename it Stone Pickup. Excellent, right. Now that's on the railway network. So what we need to do next is put in our miners and our power supply, which obviously we haven't put the backbone of the power in there yet, which we'll do on the way back up. And we can then have this filling up. So I'll do that quickly now, and I'll be back for you when I've done. There we go. Right, so one nicely set up stone supply. This should take quite a while to chew through all of this. It'd be plenty to get us to the end game, but we won't have to worry about stone ever again now, which is really nice because we can use a lot of it for landfill, which will help us later on, making a bit more space where the water is for our coal and sorry, not for our coal, for our iron and copper supplies. So that's going to tick away, do what it's doing. We'll get back to our main base in a minute and put a new train on the track for that, and we'll do a stone drop-off station. And yeah, that will just carry on. What I want to do though is quickly put a wall around this and make it all safe and secure. Put a few turrets in, which I've got in the train, I believe. Yep, we've got a few just in there. Yeah, we've got a few gun turrets. I've got some flamethrower turrets. We don't have oil here yet. I don't think we'll realistically get oil across here. Yeah, oil's down there, which will be our next thing we go for. But yeah, that's great. That'll get us back up and running to our stone supply. So yeah, that'll be the next thing. I'll do that in a second. There we go. Built some walls, built some guns, and stupidly forgot to bring any ammunition to put in the guns. So they're all sitting there looking pretty, but actually doing nothing. So I'll have to go back and get some ammunition and bring that back down in a moment. I'll probably bring the Jeep to do that because it'll be quick to get down here. And I want to get this stone supply running. Or maybe I'll just jump the stone train with it. Bit annoying, but never mind. It is what it is. So that's the basics of that. Yeah, let's get this train back to the station, back to home. And we'll see if we can get all the way there. Got a feeling... Oh, actually, do you know what we need to do? We do need to put a couple of signals in here as well, just to keep this flowing. We'll just do that quickly. So we'll put one on that corner there. One on this corner here. We'll put one down this end as well, so they can go back onto the track again. And just there should be fine. We'll have to put a couple of signals on this track here as we go to stop it from blocking itself. Actually, we should do that either side of the track, shouldn't we? There we go. Okay, leave this with me. I'll get to it. Okay, so came back to get some ammunition, and I thought I'd show you just what we've done with the factory since last we were here. So, as you can see, I mentioned that I'd put in a little factory that was making these repair packs. We're going to need these later. And they're going into this little chest here, this little weird red chest. Just tap the Alt key and get rid of that so it shows you it. So this little chest here is a provider chest to the robotics network. And it's got a little Wi-Fi signal on it because it's not connected to anything currently. So there isn't actually a Wi-Fi network or a robotics network created yet, and that happens once we build these roboports, which are these little beasties here. And once we build these, we can put our flying robots into them, which we also haven't built any of these yet either. So they've got two types of robots: logistics robots, which will go about carrying stuff, dropping stuff off, taking things from one place to another and picking things up. And then we've got these construction robots, and as you can see there, it says it automatically builds and repairs friendly entities. So every time I have a little mishap or I drive around and bump into something, as long as it's inside the big square network, that will allow it to be repaired, which will work quite nicely for us because it means we don't have to get out and manually repair stuff. Also works for our Jeep, which is brilliant. Now we can also put a little one of these on ourself somewhere here. There we go, a personal roboport, and we can carry these robots ourselves, and they'll act as a mobile little port for us, which is really, really nice for later when we want to build stuff. Now I haven't built any of the robots yet, but I've got the infrastructure ready to do so. So what we've got here is our lube that comes in, and this is going into this factory here, which is making electric engines. We left some space there to build this later in case we want more, because there is a lot more of these needed later on. Now this takes in the electric engines, green circuits and the lubricant oil, and it throws these little electric engines out, and these have gone out onto a belt. The only thing I think they're used for, apart from some things that we can build ourselves, like the exoskeletons, these are pretty much primarily used for these, which are the flying robot frames. Every flying robot needs one of these, and these will be quite a lot to build later on. As you can see, they take, where is it, 1 steel, 2 batteries, 3 electronic circuits and 1 electric engine unit. So they are quite expensive to build, and they're quite slow as well. I think they take 20 seconds crafting time. So we've got a few already going. I want to get a few stacked up for later, and part of this also is these are going to go into the next tier of research, which is the purple research, I believe. No, my apologies, it's not. I think they go into the yellow one. Yes, the yellow research. So this is still a way off, but we've got these ready to build our robots, because some of these will get destroyed if they get attacked by the walls. If we put them in by the walls, they'll repair and build the walls and defend our base, basically, or help defend our base from any attacks. So we'll need a few of them. As I say, they're quite expensive, but we'll grab those off and we'll build our own robots later on. But we'll probably have it so that these repair packs here get picked up by the robots, and they'll get distributed amongst all the different robot networks that we're putting in later, which we will build lots of. And that will mean that wherever there's something that's covered by that network that gets damaged, it gets repaired as well, which is brilliant. And we'll also make this so that our robots get manufactured and put straight into that network as well, so we won't have to manually feed them in. As you can see, we've done a bit of belt spaghetti here. We've got our batteries coming in over here as well. So we built a battery plant between episodes. As you can see, we've got our batteries being made there, and we've got a few spare on the line because we're going to need them for some other things later as well. So yeah, we are building our factory much bigger, as you can see. It's going to start encroaching over this way soon. Yeah, much bigger, much better. There we go, all the guns are now filled up, all nice and protected down in the south. We've got our radar going, got our train ready to leave. I think we'll put it back onto automatic quickly. And there we go, got a train full of stone, and we'll get him back home. And hopefully this should be just what we need. We need to actually unload it once we get to the other end, which I'll pop all the unloading stuff in there quickly. But essentially the stone is now done. Nothing else we need to worry about down that side. It does take a little bit of a long route round, but that's not the end of the world. It's going to be just going back and forth. This stone is not going to be used up quickly. It's going to be slow use, but it's necessary. I've realised also that one of our next researches is going to take stone bricks, so it's a very good idea that we've done this now. It's going to be very handy. So this is now a stone drop off. I've put a little bit of a fuel supply there, so we'll jump out of there. We'll we've now got to work a way of getting this off the train. I think I'll do it probably this side here, or maybe actually maybe I'll do it underneath, have a belt going across here and up that joins into that one. So yeah, I'll get that done now and I'll be right back. So there we go, that's the train unloading, and it's just gone off and come back and actually done another load since I built this. It's not the prettiest in the world, but it's going to do what it needs to do for the moment, which is basically unload all the stone onto these belts. So you've got yellow belts here, which then go into a single red belt. The single red belt should be able to hold 2 yellow belts quite easily. But what it's doing, it's going up here, it's actually met a little snag, which I will address imminently once I know this train's not going to run across and kill me. There we go, let's get that train out of the way. Now we'll cross the track safely and make sure we've got enough red belts in here, because we're probably going to need a few more of these. I'm going to stick the stone on a red belt, and what it's doing, it's actually gone up here, and these belts here are yellow, and I need to just go over this and turn it to red so that we have enough. There we go. Right, from there onwards it's red. And this will just make sure there's enough speed in the belts to actually get what we need to do. I'll change that to red as well, automatically do that, and then that should do that for us too. So we'll get rid of these yellow belts here, and I'm actually going to change all this to red belt where we can, because we want all this to be as quick as possible. There we go. Do you know what, we'll do these ones as well, just so it's got enough all the way down the end. We'll take that one out, and that should produce enough stone to keep everybody happy for a very long time. And we are using it here on these railways, which will be later. We will update that splitter there to a red one. Just quickly throw that in. Let's try it that way around instead. Just so there's no bottlenecks anywhere and everything goes at the right speed. And then as you can see, our belts with the stone walls actually should start speeding up a bit more there. Yeah, so these guys are getting bricks now as well, which is great. That should cover us for the stone. Excellent, good. It's going to take a while. It will use a lot of it. It will go through it. The important thing is we've got it there now, which is handy. Let's see how many of these we've got in there. 108, excellent. That should keep us going. So what we can do, actually do a little cheeky maneuver here, and we'll do something a little bit clever. Put a little arm in there. As long as we do this correctly and line ourselves up properly, theoretically, this will now should now load our tank. So every time it produces a shell, it puts it in this box. The box then puts it into the tank. As you can see, that's filling up nicely. And once that reaches its limit, I think it's 100 or 99 or something like that. Yeah, it's 100. That will just stop, and then this should... Oh, it's actually put them in the inventory of the tank. Even better. Even better. And while we're here, we've got a bit of fuel. We'll throw that in there. Get some solid fuel out of the way. Excellent. Right. Let's get back down to this track here and see what we can do about getting some coal into this place. How are we doing? Oh, let's see. That stone train back and forth very quickly. Yeah, excellent. Excellent stuff. Yeah, that's really good. That's just going to keep going now. Our stone supply is sorted. No more concerns ever now. So that one runs out. Right. What's next? I think that's pretty much what I wanted to get done this episode, was get our stone supply in and destroy our enemies, which we have effectively done. They're gone. Oil was the next thing we wanted to do. So yeah, I think next episode, or between episodes, I might just get this oil supply set up and in place so that we've got something there. We're going to get attacked over here at some point. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, next episode, we'll have this oil over here under our control. We'll basically do the same as what we've done with the stone. And we are then in a position to start getting all our robot factories and everything running to build our automated robots, and our logistics. So next episode, we should have flying robots, I hope. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much again for joining me. I hope you guys have a lovely week. I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.